All right. Now, how does this boldness manifest? And we're going to look at a Psalm of David to see how this boldness manifests in his life. We're going to look at 2 Samuel chapter 22 very soon. 2 Samuel chapter 22 verses 1 and 2 and then verse 30. But 2 Samuel chapter 22, it's also Psalm 18. So when you read Psalm 18 compared to 2 Samuel 22, you'll find that they are similar because it's the same thing. Now, in 2 Samuel, it is told us in a story form, and in Psalm 18, we get it more as a psalm. But it's a psalm of David. And it says from verse 1, 2 Samuel 22, verse 1 and 2, "Then David spoke to the Lord the words of this song on the day when the Lord had delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, 'The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer.'" And then verse 30, which is where I'm going. Verse 30 of the same 2 Samuel chapter 22. "For by you I can run against a troop. By my God I can leap over a wall." This is how David's boldness is manifested. He says, "By you I can run against a troop. By my God I can leap over walls." When we step out in boldness, we can break through all barriers, run against a troop. Run against a troop. The word troop here in the Old Testament comes from a root word that has several meanings, but two of them are very important to us. A troop normally in the days of David is a raiding band. You know, in the days of David, it was survival of the fittest most of the time. So there were people who would put together themselves as a band, and they were called a troop. And normally they go out and attack people. And sometimes they go to a village and raid the village and take out all its properties. Sometimes they will come to a farm and take up your farm produce. And normally when a troop shows up, people run. It's very similar to what we have, not the same, but similar to when you are in the streets of Accra and you hear Abae. And when you hear that, most of the time, people don't even ask who is coming. You just hear, "They are coming." And then you pack all your things and run. So in the days of David, there were hooligans most of the time, hooligans who went out and they can come to your farm, take your farm from you, come to your village, take everything from you, seize your wife, seize your children, and hold them as kidnapping targets for you to come and ransom. And every time a troop comes up, people run. If you read the Bible, you'll find that many times a troop comes up and people run. Whether it's a troop of Amalekites or Midianites or some other troop, when they come up, people run. But David said, because of the boldness of God that I have, when a troop shows up and everybody is going the opposite direction, I go running against the troop. In other words, I don't run from the battle, I run into battle. So he says, by my God, I run against a troop. I run towards the troop. When everybody is going the other way, I go the opposite direction. Everybody is quiet because they are afraid. I stand up and speak. Everybody is shying away from trouble. I stand up and take on the challenge. David says, by my God, I can run against a troop. One of the signs of God's boldness in your life is that you are able to run against a troop. Christianity is not about following the crowd. Christianity is not about majority. Christianity is not just being with the majority. Many times in Christianity, you are the minority. Jesus says the way is narrow, the gate is narrow. The Christian life is not about popularity and mass appeal. Most of the time, it is going against the troop. It is being at a party when everybody is drinking alcohol and you say, by my God, I go against the troop. I'm not going to drink. And people say, but everybody drinks, everybody is serving beer. You say, I won't beer. Because I'm bold, I stand for my convictions. I am strong. Because many times Christians crumble with popular opinion. Everybody is doing it. Everybody is wearing it. Everybody is saying it. If you don't say it, you're not popular. If you don't say it, you are not in the crowd. Who said we're supposed to be in the crowd? We're supposed to go against the troop. And it's the boldness of God that makes us able to stand and be unique and special. We are children of God. It's like Mordecai at the gates of Persia. Haman comes and everybody bows. And Mordecai stands. That's boldness. In a country where everybody is bowing, you're standing. And they ask him, why don't you bow? He says, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. We only bow to God. We don't bow to people. I'm a Jew. It's like the 3 Hebrew children who saw the image of Nebuchadnezzar and they said, we're not bowing. Everybody bows. We're not bowing. It takes boldness to determine not to bow when everybody is bowing. And that's what David is talking about. He says, by my God, I go in the opposite direction when everybody is running from a troop. I confront the troop. I go against the troop.